Now then, codheads, how's it going? It's the 3rd of January, it's 20 to 6 and I am on the River Humber. I've been all over, I'll tell you about that in a bit, but I'm at Makro on the river. Nobody else here, so the tide's only been turned about an hour on the way up, and they're not massive tides either. But yeah, if anyone knows the Makro strip, where you park at the end, I'm actually backed right down, so I'm going to sit in the back of my van. The rod's there. I'm not casting or anything yet, I've got a bit of sorting out to do. So when I do all that, you'll be first to know. See you in a bit. What a blank save that is. Right, I'm back. It's 6 o'clock. I've just got cast in, but I've been a bit lazy because I've literally just slung the rig that come off from the other day. So I'm going to get another one out and get nice fresh bait on. Same fresh bait, the bait is from what I used the other day. So when I got home the other day, it was only 2 days ago, wasn't it? So when I got home, slung it in the freezer, and that's all that I brought with me basically. So a bit of squid and a few blacks, slaps. Yeah, so bloody left my house in Hull, went all the way to Easington, but the swell was massive. So then I went to With, and there were some big rollers on there. I didn't fancy fishing the same spot as last time I went. So then I popped to Pearl, had a look there, but the tide was literally bottom of tide, so there's loads of stones showing. So I thought I'd have a look here. So here I am. Right, looks like someone else is just turning up. I'll catch you in a bit. Right, it's 6:30. Well, the other person that turned up, it's just a car that's just pulled up and parked behind me, and they just sat in the car, so don't know what's going on there. Anyway, just put nice fresh bait on. The session might not last that long because when I broke my rigging, there was loads of weed, so I've had to cut my leader off again. So I've just got line going straight through, but it was a lot of weed. Maybe about 2 foot of it. So yeah, I'm just fishing with the bait I've got at the minute is just a squid's head on a size 3/0 hook, and the other one I've just rigged up has just got some black. Which might pick up a flatty or something to save a blank. But it's still only early. I dare say it'll be a couple of hours before high water when any fish might show. Just could do with this guy behind me going. Don't know what's going on there. Right, just tipped a nice cup of tea. Nice and cosy in the back of my van. That last session I did with that match, I didn't end up going back, but what I did, I slung my bait in again just while I was packing down basically. I ended up getting a little codlin, which was about half the size of the bloody whiting. But yeah, half of that whiting I had for tea last night, which I put up on YouTube. It's only on for like 50 seconds or something. But yeah, it looks good. I'll just show you. There you go. Looks nice, that, doesn't it? Right, I'm going to have my cup of tea. I mean, it's calm as anything. Really calm. Right, let me have that drink. Catch you soon. Right, 7:30. Can't say I've had a sniff, but the tide is literally halfway up now, so there'll be a bit of depth out there now. So, but I've been casting in maybe every half hour. I might up that a bit now, Now it's getting to the time where we might start getting a few bites. But there's plenty of weeds still. So I think I'll go every 20 minutes and pick up less weed. But the weed shouldn't interfere with any bites and that, should it? Yeah, I don't mind just using one rod as well. I mean, everybody uses two rods, but it just doesn't bother me. I mean, it's less stuff to bring. I mean, obviously when you're like this, it doesn't bloody matter, does it? But it's when you turn up and if there's loads of weed and that, it's a bloody pain, isn't it? And then if you're fishing matches, you can only use one anyway. So using one rod's good practice for matches, I suppose. But it's less to bring, less bait, less fish. But what can you do? It's a lovely night, real calm. You'd see every bite. Yeah, the rod I'm using is the Any Fish Anywhere 6 and bait, 14 foot. I've been looking into maybe getting 3-piece rods. A lot of people tend to use their makro Furies, but I was more looking into that for when I go away, so the pack down's a bit smaller. So we used to go away in the van, but last time went in the car, so we might start doing that. So we're doing that. I couldn't take any of my bloody fishing gear last time. But they're makros, they're quite cheap rods. That's maybe what puts me off a little bit. But the real tippy, don't know, we'll see. I quite like this rod. It is a bit stiff, but you can still see bites when you get them. Right, fresh cast since it's 8:30. Right, speak to you soon. Right, 8:30, and absolutely nothing to report. And the wind's picking up slightly, and it's raining with it. And which way is it blowing? Straight into my bloody face. Typical, innit? But what I've just done is I've just put a flapper rig on. Smaller hook, smaller bait. Just to try and get rid of that blank. Just for this one cast, then we'll get back on to trying to get something big. But yeah, can't say I've had a single knock. So another couple of hours for high water. Still plenty of time. Bit boring for you guys though, isn't it? Never mind, just me. Yeah, so hopefully the rig I've just put out might save a blank. Then again, I don't know how the river's been fishing up this way. Not heard a single thing, to be honest. Right, I'll catch you later. Don't believe it, I've just had a bite. On the flapper rig, that is. So hopefully that's fish on. You know what them little flatties are like, they don't do much once they're hooked. Right, I'm going to have a look. Well, there we go. That saves our little blank. Right, we can try and catch some proper fish now. then again in half an hour I'll be saying, well, I might just try for another little one. Right, brilliant. Let's get it back. Well, it's just gone 9:30 and not a sniff still. Chasing big fish. About an hour for high water. It's certainly not going mad. Not for big fish anyway. I'm bringing plenty of weed in as well. Come on, big cod. Actually, I was talking to someone earlier. They said a 7-pounder was out a week or so ago. That'd certainly do. Right, cup of time, then a recast, I think. Catch you in a bit. Right, it's 10:20. The rod that's in now is fishing really close in. I put it close in, then I was getting a few bites, only little quivers. You know, I just said there was crabs, basically, that sort of bite. Anyway, it was enough for me to bring it in, so I've just put it out again, same spot. But it'll be top of tide shortly. So I have my next rig is a bigger bit of squid ready to go. So what I'm going to do with the tide slowing down, I'm going to give that a good old chuck, and that'll be my last cast, unless a bite comes of it. So I haven't been able to fish very far out with that weed, but if things are slowed down a bit, I'll give it a good old chuck, then I'll give it 20 minutes and that can be my last cast. So I'm just about to do that, so I'll catch you in a bit. Right, it's 11:15, gonna call it a day. The rod's still in, I'll leave it in while I'm packing down, so if I do happen to get one, you'll be the first to know. Sorry it's been a bit rubbish, but if you're thinking of coming tomorrow, something you can have a rough idea of what it's like. Rubbish, basically. Probably get some flatties and that, but that's about it. Anyway, thanks for following me, and I'll catch you later. Bye for now.